We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear. But you are hunting. And now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter?
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
PlayStation. Engines online. PlayStation.
You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal, guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work.
And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
Bring it on, because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
What makes you think you have a choice?
What kind of cargo?
Cargo like brain dead, pregnant women.
No one would possibly allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in. They make me bring them over from Mexico.
This thing between us. It was a mistake.
No. No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
lasting connection with the lady in red. The perfect ending humanity deserved.
For the sake of the future, we must all come together. As a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All hands, brace for launch.
World divided, made whole. With a few sticks for encouragement. The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent. The more we seek to unite the people with metaphorical ropes, the more essential sticks seem to become.
DHB Magellan. Integrate! Everyone, hold on tight.
PlayStation. PlayStation。
着是颤一咒，终命瓦夫格，十万横魔界。
雪平湖多，愿望苍天春秋气醉我，但闻青史外，谁家妻儿说？
The continent of Pywell. A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace and those who seek to shatter it. Here begins the saga of the Greymanes.
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness. We seek to correct this.
I had my own mission, seeking out my Greymane comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the disrupted Providence.
For those who have died, for those who have survived, and for those who will live on. This is our mission.
PlayStation.
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Close your eyes to make things clear.
PlayStation.
This language, parts of it look like cuneiform. We have to find this treasury, Gina. Maybe there's some clues in here.
There are spies and traitors everywhere. This is not the time to let your prying eyes wander.
Legend says that the Great Circle does have some power. Something about its geometry. A deeper force that connects these sites.
This is far beyond your understanding. Well, you don't know its power. I am the one unlocking its tooth. Indiana Jones. I have missed our conversations.
That makes one of us. Where's my hat?
He's here.
Hello, little darling.
Take cover!
Here we go.
What are you doing, John? Are you crazy?
I don't suppose you know how to fly this thing, do you?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
PlayStation. PlayStation.
It's not your fault, Kyle.
I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. He has gifted us the means to decipher the code of nature, and it's our highest purpose we must strive to accomplish. I only answer to this divine calling. And you.
Do you see who's the real beast here?
PlayStation.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake?
We are the sons of the boss!
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet!
PlayStation.
Stars. Fields.
have seen the miracles you so claim. Until the towering shadows vanished into the mist.
I pray for their grace, but all that came were inferior shades.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such powers?
Time. War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above.
This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
PlayStation.
Of redemption, you were chosen, thrown together by forces beyond our control. Tragedy must be averted. And for that, I need your help.
Stand tall. The night is far from over.
Little pillager, bent on stacking the lands of gold. I will swat away any and all who dare approach.
Band together and prepare to claim. The life of the Night Lord.
PlayStation.
So let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse. Your Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident, but just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
Back to work.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
PlayStation.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
I do.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty to this family. My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
PlayStation.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission. No escape.
Hayabusa.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here. you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
PlayStation.
I do not like this.
All those marked freaks were waiting outside.
And yet none appear to have entered.
How does anyone find anything in a mess like this?
Perhaps to him this is an orderly chaos. Nosferatu trade in secrets. This is merely another way to hide them. Am I interrupting?
It's you. The Nomad.
Willem, I take it. You had some interesting guests outside. Expecting trouble?
That depends. Why are you here?
Holly tells me you keep the court's secrets and its histories. Earlier tonight, another kindred by the name of Isabella used this mark to sap my power. Do you know anything about it?
No. All I had to do was keep my head down for just a few more nights.
He's hiding something.
Tell me, Willem, what rumors have you heard about me?
That you were there in Cairo. They called you the Slayer.
I have been many things to many people. And what will I be to you, Willem? And to this lonely, forgotten warehouse?
You're exactly what he said you'd be. I guess that makes it easier.
Makes what easier?
What happens next? Now I have to do what he told me.
PlayStation.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together. I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance, the blade in your hand. Never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
PlayStation.
Lose her!
Tires are out! Proceeding on foot! I'm coming to you now!
The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us!
PlayStation.
Knows more about this substance than he's letting on. No! We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
PlayStation.
Ark Raiders is a multiplayer extraction adventure set in a distant future here on Earth. Players start in Speranza, one of the few places in the Rust Belt that is relatively safe from Ark machines that occupy the surface. There are thousands of people living down here, and there is always a need for vital materials from the world above. The Raiders are the ones who put themselves at risk, both from Ark as well as other rival Raiders, for a price. It is from here that players can reach different parts of the Rust Belt through a network of repurposed tunnels. The raider we are following is on a quest, a job to obtain a seed vault from a research facility deeper into the city. The others in the squad are after medical supplies, some rare parts, and their best lead is a pharmacy nearby.
I found some chemicals.
A red flare is a signal of a raider getting knocked down. But you never really know what happened there until you go look. Could have been a fight between raiders or Ark. You never know.
Wasp, over there.
Let's go there.
Wasp.
Let's go to that tower.
They've reached the pharmacy now.
Let's get over there.
It looks like they are probably the first ones here. But you can never be sure, so it is wise to double-check your corners.
Hey, Raider.
Don't shoot, I'm a friend.
You wanna split the loot? Attack the target.
Making friends in the Rust Belt is not easy, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Looks like they got what they came for, and now it's time to get out of here. Everything that you find will be lost if you don't make it out alive. But raiders know this. It's what they do. Engaging in firefights may sometimes be the only way out of a tight spot. Other times, being cautious and staying out of sight is the better option to make it out. For raiders hoping to thrive, the Rust Belt is filled with opportunities and secrets, if you know where to look. You'll have to stay vigilant up there on the surface, where an armada of arc machines roam unchecked. Where motives of other raiders remain dangerously unclear. You'll need to be resourceful, work with what you have, and sometimes make plans on the fly. What are you prepared to risk to get what you want? Ultimately, you get to decide what kind of raider you'll become. Shaping your own legacy, your raider, and your home.
I've been having nightmares. Being out here isn't what I expected.
Legacy can take many forms, right? Learn from the ones who came before.
And lay the trail for the ones who come after.
Wait, I hear something.
Get ready! Is that a Kestrel?
I still can't believe they exist.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I just need one foot. Aha!
You can turn into a Nevron.
Bonjour, mes amis.
We need to cross the sea? Bulger said you could help?
All right. Ready to sail like a snail.
This is a much better way to travel.
We're gonna take down the painters, just the three of us?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward. Patrons! Us!
As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
I'm so very sorry. My friend.
PlayStation.
the end of all things. But the dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now, run.
PlayStation.
Nothing lasts forever.